Well, thank you, Craig, very much, the hostess with the mostest. I appreciate you, and welcome to another Unlimited Wisdom family. Hello, family. Hello, members. I want to do a quick shout out to Deborah Grady, Michael and Angela, Jim Williamson, Melody Ryba, Deborah Bronner, Lisa Marie Cook, Dustin Grant, Coach Bob Johnson, and Ben Powell. And I don't know why I did last names today, but there you go. A little lonely today. Terry is sitting in the airport, and Matt's probably on his way through Orange County, California traffic to meet her on the plane. So, yeah, I don't know if you guys seen this news already, but that I thought I would just talk about this. It's like, so Dolly Parton is graduated and no longer with us. And the only reason that I changed my subject is, man, there's ways that you can, leave this planet and impact this planet. And then there's people that just go such the extra mile that is ridiculous. You know what I mean? And, for those of you that know stuff about her, I would suggest that it's probably not going to be very long before they come out with some kind of a documentary or something on her. But the number of people that are gonna pour out stuff with their careers and what she's done for them, and even the person that actually there's a video out there right now from a family member that was chosen to do this, and he was just saying every person that she impacted, especially in the family, that she would always put them in a better place that they didn't even have their imagination that they could do. So I mean, what is a better way to leave an impact and a difference on people where a lot of people feel like, hey, I can't become anymore. I can't become a wonderful becoming. And you get these people that are around you that just goes, I believe in you. Yes, you can. You ever thought about this? You ever thought about this? You ever thought about this? And they just continue to help put them in a better place. There's not too many people out there that built their own, like, Dolly world. And she's got some kind of Guinness Book of World Records for the amount of books she's given away. There's all these little things that I know that we're going to hear about her, and she is definitely 100% one of those individuals that I think that I can do more. I think I can do more. I think I can do more, and it's this consistency of constantly doing that. And what's really sad about some people that pass away or graduate, like I love that word, is she just recently postponed one of her, gigs or tours or whatever. And every time she does that, she made a big funny that she says, of course, when I have to put off, one of my concerts, then the whole internet goes crazy that I must not be on this planet anymore. So I just wanted to come on here and tell every one of you that I'm fine, that I'm dealing a little bit with my kidneys, kidney stones, and she says I'm okay and everything's going to be all right. And then literally that wasn't even 3 or 4 days ago. You know what I mean? And so very interesting, because I think that a lot of people sometimes say, they tried to imagine how they would leave this planet, how they would graduate from this planet. And I think that kind of attitude that everything's all right, I appreciate your prayers, I'll be back really quick, and then you're not, that might be a pretty good way to go, because apparently she definitely wasn't suffering or anything, right? But I wanted to be able to just come on here and just say, again, we always talk about in a lot of the videos of this consistency of imagining a better future for you and the people that you love. And I just know that once you give that up, then you lose hope. And we've all heard about other people that, unfortunately, end up having something happen to them, and then they just like are in this constant struggle for the rest of their lives. You know what I mean? It's like, I don't know if I could. Well, I know I could do anything that God wanted me to do, but I always would like, I imagine just, having that perfect quote where it's like, well, he loved what he did. That was the no doubt. So I just wanted to share that with each and every one of you, and just really, really think again about um, completing something and doing something that will change the rest of your life. Ask yourself that question, just very simply, what could I do? And then I would constantly, as you guys know, ask God, what could I do? Just give me, guidance, give me help, and let me know what I could do to impact and serve more people. Another thing I wanted to just say quick to you guys is I got an incredible message from Ben. And Ben, I'm just so proud of you. I just wanted to, he says, I don't talk much. I don't do much on these things, but I will. But Ben left me a really, really nice message. We've known each other for 12 years, and he completed the greatest miracle in the world. And he's really, really super excited. Ben, if you don't mind, I'd love to pull you out here and get you to share with everybody if you don't mind.
Well, like you said, Robert, I have known you for 12 plus years, actually back since the 7 minutes or whatever it was back in that business that we had back in those days. And I bought the book back then, and like I was saying, it sat on my shelf, and I did nothing with it until last week when you were talking about it, and a couple of pe other people as well said that we were going to read the book, and I did. I took me a couple of days, but it was like the first few pages I didn't get interested, and then I don't know. By the end of the first chapter, I was like hooked, and there was chapter two, chapter three, chapter four, chapter five, and it was late, so I stopped on chapter six, and then yesterday. I was chapter six, chapter seven, chapter eight, and then I left the God Memorandum for this morning because it was already midnight, and so I starting day one today. I'm gonna do my 100 days, and
I'm I'm so proud of you. Did you finish with chapter 9 and then the rest of the book?
I did well. No, I am actually on chapter 10, and then the little bit that's left at the end. That's where I'm
Good,
at now.
good, good,
So,
good.
and I will
And
finish it today.
good, good, good. And one of the things that did you feel where it emotionally impacted you?
Uh, It did. There was parts that mostly impacted, but was one of the most things that impacted me the most, Robert, was it reminds me of you. I see so much of you in that book, and the things that you speak about and teach, and yeah, it just reminds me of you, right?
Wow. Well, being a rag picker is definitely, and one of the things that book did for me, Ben, is I really had a lot of stinking thinking about myself and the world, and I don't think that anybody. I think if someone would have sat down and said, well, let me tell you some of the things that you're grateful for. I would have said something stupid like absolutely nothing. You know what I mean? What I don't see anything that I should be grateful for. And it's like just how ridiculous we are sometimes.
That's right. Like I have followed you in the background for so long. Part of the reason is, I'm on a limited income, right? And I
Sure.
couldn't afford the 100 because when you have something for $99 a month, here in Canada, it cost me $160 a month, and I
Yeah.
couldn't allot that. But this time, I took the leap, paid the Wisdom Council fee, and now I have you forever.
Yes,
And
you do.
I'm just so grateful, and with everybody else as well. And like I have my gratitude journal right here, and I've learned a lot from you over the years, and you may not have seen me a lot, but I was still watching your videos, and
Thank
yeah,
you.
you're the farmer and the doctor, and.
Well, Ben, I really know that you'll probably hear this more than ever is I do love you. You know what I mean? I appreciate you. And I can't be more prouder of you, because I know that you're stepping into, again, that place called the wonderful becoming where you're going to constantly just see this transformation in all areas of your life that you probably have seen or dreamed of or hoped, and now all of a sudden you go, well, listen, it goes from I wish I could do that to all of a sudden your mind goes, listen, all things are possible. I mean, I'm a freaking miracle. There's no one else like me. God created me with this DNA and nobody else. And I'm gonna go change the freaking world.
It's like I have like my book I call my Bible, and it's by Napoleon Hill. It's a 16 lessons of success. The manuscript before it's the
Yeah.
book before Think and Grow Rich, and I've got it pages and notes and whatever. But now I have a new one that I'm going to be doing the same thing with. So I just want to say thank you to everyone that's here and everyone that will be here that's going to watch this on the replay. And I just appreciate and love every single one of you as well. Thanks,
I
Robert, for taking the time out to talk to me.
You bet. You bet. Again, I'm really proud of you. And again, as you're doing this journey through your 100 days, once you finish the book, it is you know, don't do that classic thing that people do is if you miss a day. You know what I mean? Just
Yeah,
no
they
big
are.
deal. Just
Yeah, they
just
are.
no big deal. So, we always beat the shit out of ourselves so much. And so as soon as we miss a day, we go, well, there's the loser. There's the person that quits. There's the person that doesn't complete something. Nah, just act like it wasn't even a day and just go back. And the other thing that I'll share with you if you've heard me is that it was really hard for me, really hard and uncomfortable for me to read chapter 9 out loud. And I now know without a shadow of a doubt by reading chapter 9 out loud before I went to bed every night. It taught me so many things. One is I can control my emotions in the time that I do it. So all of a sudden, people go, I just can't do it. And I just went, well, I'm doing it at this time every night, and that's when I'm doing it. And I get too tired, I don't finish it, and I'm going like, it's going to change who you are so much. I never believed that I'd ever be in front of a group of people talking. Are you kidding me? That's like, no. And all of a sudden, in a blink of an eye, it was 100 days clicked by, like you said in your message. I like that you said, listen, this is going to go fast. And
It
then
will.
all of a sudden, you're going like, could I ever be in front of the room or be asked to open something and read it and feel comfortable reading it? Hell yeah.
Yeah. No, I remember the first time I did a public speaking speech for the Kin Club, and I was just sweating, and
Oh man.
it was crazy. And the applaud later, because I had never done it before. Everybody knew I had never done it before.
Right.
And just it's kind of like here, everybody makes you feel friendship and love,
Yeah.
right? And support, right? Uh, because like I said before, I've been on this journey a long time, and I have changed a lot already. I try to eliminate the negative things from my life and all this stuff for years already. Uh, there's so many things I have implemented, but I'm looking forward to implementing more and just changing more and
Yeah.
just becoming somebody that I'm not yet.
Yeah.
I've heard you say that so many times.
Yeah, and let me just give you, one more thing is the imagination is when you do something and you complete something. As you're going through this 100 days and you're completing it, the one thing that you're going to be able to do is always look back at this time when you completed this book, and then, now you're going to start growing and becoming and imagining the person you've always wanted to be. The next step is, okay, would I suggest this book to other people? And so that's when you start planting seeds. And that's what I've been doing for almost 40 years. So now
Oh, yeah.
you start planting these seeds in people's lives, and they may never work with you. They may never reach
No,
out
that's
to
right.
you. They might not ever purchase your product or getting involved in a business opportunity. Um, the classic I always hear is like what you said, is like people will send me message. I almost get them daily now, where someone will reach out to me and say, I just seen one of your videos, and I just wanted to tell you that you're instrumental in changing my entire life. And then I look at it and makes me, cry a little bit. And they're not a follower. They're not a Facebook friend. They're not a YouTube subscriber. It's like this person isn't freaking following me anywhere, but they're a person that constantly just seeing me being consistent, going the extra mile, doing videos all the time, just feeding into people. And that kind of consistency and you continually doing what others are not is what gets people to do things. Because we,
That's
we got
right.
a lot of we got a lot of pretenders out there. We got a lot of
Oh, there's a lot of those. It is, but you've touched so many people, Robert. I tell you, like I remember when I met you in Las Vegas, and I took that to heart. I went there. I didn't go there to see Eric Warrior. I went there to see Robert Hollis, man,
Oh man, I love you,
and I
brother.
did. Talk to you soon, brother. Talk to you guys.
I love you, brother,
Thank
and
you.
thank you for having the courage and the bravery to come out here and talk on the Zoom. And I know Craig is going to say this, so I'll say it. Do we have permission to share this with other people?
Oh, absolutely. I want other people to see this and know that they can do it too. Because I
Yeah.
know that if you can do it, I can do it, they can do it, right? So,
Amen. And I will ask you one more quick question I say this to people, but I don't know if they get it. But there's so many people that would like to do something to attain freedom, try to find a way to maybe earn income and pay off all their debts so they're debt free and they also have freedom. And here's something that I always say is that if you're not willing to change who you are and become a different person, it doesn't make a difference what you're trying to do. It's not going to work. So
that's right.
I meet Jim Rowan and of course my mentor Bill, and it was like people do not want to hear that. They just listen. Tell me what I can do to make money. Tell me what I can do to get freedom. Tell me what to do. I want to know how to do it and what to do it. And you go, well, you have to become a different person first. Ah, that's BS. I'm out of here.
Yeah. They don't want to change. People, they just like being the same day in, day out, go to the same job, get up, and do the same thing day after day and not want to change. But they want all the benefits of changing,
Yeah, yeah.
right? So,
Absolutely, Ben. So thank you for sharing that. And I'll leave all of you. I think this is a perfect place to end, but I'll leave all of you with this one thing. When you become the person you always dreamed you could be, Craig and I jumped on this call and I told them about a video that it shook me to my core. And it was a short video, and it was a kid that was probably like, I don't know, between 10 and 13 years old. And someone asked him, what are you going to do when you grow up? What are you going to be when you grow up? And his words was really unique. He says, I need to be a doctor. And the person goes, oh, you need to be a doctor. And he goes, yeah. And he goes, what are you going to make? And he says, I'm going to make people feel incredible. You know, the guy, when he asked the questions, was looking at a dollar figure. What are you going to make? I'm going to make people feel incredible. I'm going to make them feel healthy. It's like, I just have a feeling that, people that are young that answer questions that way fulfill a different thing. I always hear about very incredible, infant brain surgeons, that sounds so extraordinary. But then you hear about these people that travel around on these boats and fix children's smiles. You know what I mean? That they're in this big hospital that moves around the world, and they're constantly doing surgeries and changing the appearance of children and helping them with all their stuff, and they not interested in making money. You know what I mean? They just do it. And it is pretty interesting how we close this video out, when we started talking about Dolly Parton and what she did in the world. I mean, if there's anyone that the video was even her being humor at the very end. She told people that, when I'm no longer here, do me a huge favor and take all my jewelry and all my rhinestones away and just lay me in cotton because I just want to rest. Because she always was making fun of her looks. And it's like, man, she was always, dolled up big time. That probably is where that phrase come out. Wow, you're dolled up. It's like, so I love and appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you so much for jumping on here. Have a very, very blessed day. We'll see you the rest of the week. So thank you, Jim. Thank you, Melody. Thank you, Deborah, Lisa Marie, Deborah Grady. I love you, Michael and Angela, Dustin, Coach Bob, and of course, Ben Powell, hostess with the mostest, Craig Jackman. I love and appreciate you guys. God bless.